And how do you feel your game is now compared to when we started 4 months ago?
One day it can be driver, the next it can be irons, I can be missing greens from less than 100 yards, desperate to get to the bottom of it.
So the last 4 months we've all gone through a journey.
Yeah, I can't believe it's been that long.
It's incredible, isn't it? And how do you feel your game is now compared to when we started 4 months ago?
Well, when I started 4 months ago at St Andrews, I was hitting horrible chunks.
Your address position before we came up, left arm bent, head went up.
Yes.
Gained a lot of height. Then the action of trying to get back, if you don't come back down, you'll miss a golf ball. I mean, it's physics. So the action of coming back down, you would overdo it to come too far down. This straightens out here, you lose too much height, we hit the ground early, and that's where the chunking was coming from. So you got in a position where you kind of opened the body up a little bit to allow you to get in towards target. So
and I feel more comfortable standing that little bit open, whereas previously I probably stood a little bit closed. So it's
so this is helping you. The club then now comes back just a little bit left arm straighter and lower under your shoulder, so it can't go as far back, so it can't go up there. It will go slightly, as you say. If it's better than it was before, then we're on the right track.
correct.
And then it allows you with the left leg pulled back, you kind of sit into the shot a little bit more and don't stand up as much. So your strike's much better because you're much more rotational. And you get the ball out there because you're a little bit more open.
My ball striking is night and day. Right. It's just the flight of the ball, everything is just completely different. Yeah,
Right.
it's really good. So no, it's been more than a worthwhile exercise for me. There was a couple of things that we covered during the putting lesson about kind of just feeling like I feel now that that's the fulcrum of my putting stroke now. It's just the left shoulder. I'm able to control pace an awful lot better.
Because we talked about like an arrow being on there, so left shoulder down, right shoulder down.
Yeah.
The top half of the body to work.
Well, I'm trying to keep it even simpler than that. I've got left shoulder down, left shoulder up.
Right, okay.
So I like to keep it simple.
The handicap now is
11.
It was at St Andrews
13.
13, so 2 shots off.
Yes.
Right. The body's open, body turns, body screws space.
Like that. Thanks very much.
Exactly like that.
Where are you going wrong?
Round about the greens, wedges, putting, standing over a chip shot and absolutely crap myself. Definitely want to get off single figures.
What's your swing thought on the hitting irons?
Lesson you said to try and keep your, I think it was more so if it was driver, but try and keep my hands.
Absolutely. We talked about Ricky Fowler, didn't we?
Yep.
I just went through notes and we talked Ricky Fowler takeaway. Because the club was working deep in behind you. Too early.
Yep.
Hands were going away from the body when that happened. Then from there you have to reroute, whereas now you're out there giving yourself a little bit more room to turn back through. Good. That's a good thing, but that's all you really have to think about. It's
the takeaway really.
Absolutely.
Everything else seems to kind of work alright.
Aye.
Well,
so address
if I do say so myself.
Handicap now is?
It's 9.
9.
Aye, but it's just coming. I'll get there.
Absolutely. At the start of the mission, the handicap was?
11.
11. So you come down 2 shots in that category, which is excellent.
Aye.
You were 9 years ago.
I was 7 years ago.
7 years ago.
Aye.
Right,
So
okay. So it's getting back to
I'll
that
get there.
number.
Aye.
So in the 4 months we've cut you by 2 shots.
Yep.
Brilliant. You've got new equipment, which has helped that as well. And now it's just getting out there and playing it. This would be Ricky Fowler.
Oh, I definitely feel like my short game, pitching and chipping and all that
Aye.
came on a lot since I started.
Aye.
And that was one of the things I wanted to work on when we first kicked off with it. But yeah, it's definitely come on.
Aye. Brilliant.
I don't feel as shaky standing over a chip shot anymore.
And the knockback from that is if you approach shot to the green, if you feel more confident around the green when you're hitting 7 iron there like you did into 17 today, there was no pressure at all, just banging this. If I miss the green, I'm much more comfortable around that situation. Whereas before there was a lot of pressure on your irons, thinking I really don't want to miss the green here because my shot game's poor. Whereas now the general game is better.
shanking the ball, it's all over the place. This opportunity that you guys are giving us, getting these new clubs, coaching, there's no excuses left.
Do you think you can break 90?
Yes, absolutely.
Whole game, from where I was to start with,
Yeah.
to where I am now, it's night and day.
Yeah.
Enjoying my game more, I'm hitting better shots, I'm listening to you, I'm practicing more. It's all very well coming down here once a month or getting the practice, but you need to keep on practicing.
Heavily at St Andrews, our initial session was about your weight distribution,
Yes.
how it all works. So you take the club back and you move behind this centred line, if you like, you move way behind there, and then you be coming back in there, so your mass and your head's behind the line. Low point was pre-impact, so therefore strike wasn't great. Now you've got yourself a lot more on the left side, which is great. I've noticed you've got right foot splayed out, which helps you turn, and then from there you can get ahead of the golf ball. And the handicap now is?
Handicap is now 25.
25. Handicap at the start of the mission
was about 27, 28.
28, so you knocked 3 shots off that.
Yeah.
It was 27 point something, right? So 2 or 3 shots off. Ross is the same, he's knocked a couple of shots off. That's only 4 months.
After the first couple of sessions, I thought, right, okay, more of this, just what is it you really want? What kind of progress? What would make it a success for you? And breaking 90 was it? And yeah, achieved that. And it's all down to all this.
Very good. Different strike altogether.
Had a couple of unballoted medals last year, and because they were so poor, never had the confidence to go into a balloted medal to finally get a third one to get my handicap.
Dare I ask what you shot in those 2 medals?
One was 114 and one was 113, so a lot of work needs done.
So we talked before about trying to get the left arm and the shoulders lining up together.
Yep.
So you can see now club's sitting more behind you.
Yep.
Club's lying behind you, club's more behind you. So we talked about trying to get the hands into the right pocket.
Yep.
Good. So hands are closer to the body there, so that's a good plus. When we come up to the top, your hands are much deeper.
Yep.
Not so much in front of the right shoulder, so you can see there if we continued, they're going to go on top of the right shoulder.
Yeah.
Whereas before, the outside right shoulder, so everything was a lot steeper before.
Yep.
The target is there, right, so if target's there, we're going to use this channel here.
Yep.
So you're going to address the golf ball, do your normal takeaway, your club's going to come through the channel, up the top of your swing and stop, just nice and slow. To your top of your short and swing, that's great, looking well. Left arm, shoulders, shorter swing, great. Then you come back down, you want to try and keep the relationship to right elbow and right hip. So you can keep them talking to each other nice and close. So turn body through, turn. Now the club's coming down this channel,
Yep.
and the path of the club is now here,
Yep.
which is very different than that motion.
Yeah.
Yeah? A little bit tricky, but we'll give it a try. So before the path is out to in, coming across this way, curving it to the right or going straight left, that one curved to the left. So therefore you came down the channel, you're able to move the path into out, face square or just a wee bit closed, so you've got the draw.
Yep.
So you've now got a handicap in place.
Yep.
Brilliant. What was the handicap?
It was 28, got it down to 24, so
Super.
the place at mid-90s, so it's getting there. Progress is a bit slower than I was hoping for, but progress is progress there.
But you've come down 4 shots, you've got a handicap, it was 0, got a handicap in place, 28, come down 4 shots.
Yep.
In the space of, where did we start? We started in May.
Yeah.
So in 3-4 months you've got a handicap down to 4 shots.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yep.
And we're going further down?
It should be hopefully.
Absolutely.